So today we are continuing further on the same thing. So today we look at how this maññanā, which is something we take it is solid, real, independent, gets into hypostasizing. Okay, and what are the implications of it when we do like that? Okay. So first and foremost, what does a mind do? In its dependently arisen form is to become something. That's the first thing. It wants to become something. And that something can be anything, but something. Okay. So to become something, it should have a perception of that very thing. Otherwise, how can it become something when you don't have any perception? So it requires perception. When there is a perception of something, then there should be something to feel about that perception, that it is good or it is bad. This I like or this I don't like. This is how it should be, this is how it should not be. And it has to do something to remove that which it doesn't like. Erase it out, which is sankhara. So basically, the hypostasizing comes into existence because it wants a stable foundation on which it can start feeling I. Okay. That's the first thing called I, which is very deep. It's not Sakkaya Ditthi we are talking about. It is the depth of it, what has to be removed, and that becomes an arhat. Meaning it lets go of I. So an example, to make it even more appropriate, is a feeling arises that I feel hurt. That's a physical feeling. Just a feeling hurt. Like I'm sitting for meditation, sitting meditation. I'm talking about with cushion and all that. Okay. So when I'm sitting with cross-legged, who is sitting cross-legged? I am. I'm sitting cross-legged. When I am sitting cross-legged, then who is getting the body pain? I am getting body pain. Now, the teacher whom I'm following says that don't bother about that body pain. Tolerate. So who should tolerate? I should. Who else will? So I'm tolerating. Who is tolerating? I am. So who got the body pain? I. Who is sitting? I. Now, this body pain is unbearable. So what I have been taught? It's anitya. So keep on reciting anitya. So who is reciting anitya? I am. So this whole process, it is I who is doing it. Now I am saying anitya, anitya, anitya. The pain is increasing. After a while, the pain changes to something else. Obviously, it will change to something else. That's true. Why? When I am pressing like this, the blood little bit flows inside. It relieves the pain. Because that pain is coming because the blood supply is not there. It's not because I want to sit. No, there's nothing like that. Or I don't want to sit. Even if it finds a little bit of place for it to flow, because the flow is stopped and hence the pain, the brain is saying, remove that something which is blocking the blood supply. So there is a voluntary nervous system which is holding it. You can voluntarily hold it. There is involuntary. Like heart is an involuntary. You can't stop a heartbeat no matter what you do. So there are involuntary, there are voluntary. Voluntary, you can do whatever you want. You can control them at the max. But can you control liver, intestine, spleen, pancreas? No. You don't even know where they exist, except on medical, let alone controlling them. So it would be a stupidity of mine to take that, what my teacher is saying, so seriously and making it a hypostasizing. Now, what is going to happen? This is what is going to happen. The rupa, or rather matter, material science, somebody studied material science, would agree with me that material consists of something called as fluidity, which is also called as elasticity. In a normal experiment with flour, you put water and put oil on that. You can now make it the way you want. Steel can be bent after a particular temperature. Gold can be made into ornaments because it's material science. It's got nothing to do with you, with your willpower. Why? What stupid is that? And you can see, like if I'm doing yoga asana, for the first day, when I'm trying to stretch my body like this or like this, it doesn't work. Why? These bones and the muscles are not bones. Muscles are real tissues with ligament and tendons and everything taken together. And it has fat, it has muscles. Muscle is one separate flesh, and it requires all the other things like tendons and ligaments and all of that for you to bend. So if I say bend your muscle, it includes all of this. It's just not muscle. So between the bone and the muscle, with these tendons and ligaments and all of that, the elasticity is not there. It's nothing to do with me. So if my teacher says sit for 1 hour, I need to know it's not 1 hour or 2 hours. It is the elasticity of the body which will make me sit. So if I don't have elasticity of the body, what I should do? Sit on a chair. I can't sit down. Let's take another example. Somebody has arthritis. Somebody has got knee surgery done. It's a whatever that metal kind of leg or that patella, they have changed it. So the knee cannot bend. They shouldn't bend. They can't sit cross-legged. If somebody goes crazy, reads that sutta, and he says that cross-legged, and he would like to sit straight, what if somebody has slip disc? Can he or she do it? So this hypostasizing is dangerous because the mind believes I should do it. So against the brain, it goes and tries to do something which it can't. So what happens? It's a medical emergency. Why? Now his leg is caught up. Or the slip disc has become worse. So we need to see that just because a feeling arises, You should know that this is a body feeling, this is a mental feeling. Body feeling is body feeling. Mental feeling is mental feeling. You can't club both of them, or you can say mental feeling come in physical, physical comes here, there, and get yourself so confused. And then what happens? When that confusion starts, an ordinary mind, that means asutavaputtu mind, quickly turns into I am hurt. Now this is a problem. Are you physically hurt? Are you mentally hurt? He can't categorize. So if that person cannot distinguish between a physical pain and a mental pain, it becomes more challenging. So he takes every time I'm hurt. And it takes into they hurt me. This always happens to me. Whenever I sit for meditation, this happens to me. And my pain is real, solid, it's mine. Okay. He has created the whole world story. Why? Why this happened? The teacher sitting in front of him challenged him or said to him that he should sit for an hour. So he wanted a stabilization. How can you stabilize? On one side, you are saying anicca, dukkha, anatta. On the other side, you want to do stabilization, which looks ridiculous. Either that is not true or this is not true. And some people quote, let the sinews dry, let the blood dry, I will sit, I'll do something. It's weirdest of imaginations because it is hypostasizing, maññanā. It's a danger. So what should I do? Don't take it literally. I shouldn't take it literally. If Buddha is saying like that, you can also do it, provided you bring in the conditions so that you can do it. Just like a person going to a gymnasium or let's say he's a yoga instructor. He can bend his body like plastic. Now, he says bend. There's a limit of bending. I can't bend beyond a certain limit. So he says, hold on. Not so hard. Not so hard. Not on first day. Not on first day. Don't get so excited. Hold on. Hang on. After 10 days, I can bend a little bit. After 50 days, I can bend better. After 1,000 days, I can bend that asana in a much better way. After 10,000 days, I have literally mastered that posture. But I have to put 10,000 days for that. It's not going to happen tomorrow morning just because I started today out of excitement. So I need to know the body plasticity is there. In the same way, mental plasticity is also there in brain. Its neurons firing are plastic. You can create new neural pathways based upon what you want to achieve. So if I want to achieve Sotapanna or a Sakadagami or an Anagami or an Arhat, you need to create a new neural pathway than the original, which is self-referencing, which is direct mode network. It's there for a purpose, to safeguard myself. That self view. It wants to safeguard. But just by saying anicca or dukkha or anatta is not going to work because that self is there. That's a DMN, direct mode network. So in neural sciences or neurosciences, you need to see the chemicals. There's a serotonin or oxytocin or endorphins or whatever that is coming. You need to get it generated apart from dopamine. So I need to know how to generate these chemicals. And it works. Why? From a stressful state, which is cortisol and adrenaline shocks, I've come to the parasympathetic nervous system, which automatically resolves the rest. So from fight and flight to rest and relax, rest and digest, basically. That's all. There's nothing there, nothing special. Only thing I need to do is not to have maññanā, fixated. No fixation. So if my teacher says, sit for 1 hour, I should mentally say, provided the condition matches. That's all. I don't have to tell him or her. He says, sit for 1 hour. Fair. Agree. I would like to, provided the condition matches. Mentally, for myself. Why? If I, by mistake, start amygdala, it goes into amygdala. That's it. It cuts off everything because amygdala doesn't know whether you are really in distress of an animal biting or some danger coming to your life, or it's created by words. Which word? My teacher commanding me, sit for an hour. Aditthana. Oh shit, I need to sit for an hour. That's a stress. Now the cortisol gets released, which creates restlessness because cortisol's job is to make sure you are alert for the fight. But the idea is to relax. You're giving conflicting information to the brain. And one side you are saying, I want to relax. On the other side, you are generating cortisol, which will kick adrenaline. It's an excitement hormone. It just gets exciting. It doesn't know. What are you trying to guide it? So the moment I say, I want to sit, I is a noun. Want is a verb. Sit is some action. So I've created I really. So DMN kicks direct mode networks because that's exactly what it is meant for, to save I. And the I is kicked off. Oh, glory. So I am pained. I couldn't sit for an hour. So if my teacher asks, how was your meditation? I say, it's not good. I couldn't sit for an hour. This thought came in my mind. That thought came in my mind. I couldn't do this. I don't know what, blah, blah. All that thing is happening. He says that you are useless. You have been coming here for long. You don't learn it. You are procrastinating. You are sleepy. You're this and that. And then I feel remorse. And the moment I turned remorseful, Vipattikara started. Once Vipattikara starts, there's no ending because it cuts off Pamoja, gladness. What's the point? I'm in dukkha. I means the cortisol is getting produced and produced and produced and produced and produced and produced, cutting off basic chemical, brain chemical, GABA, peace. Then serotonin, oxytocin, okay, endorphin, pain inhibiting chemical, endorphins, no endorphin, pain. Because it has to get released. It can only release if it is in parasympathetic nervous system. If I know this much, then there is no hypostasizing. Otherwise, it's hypostasizing, meaning maññanā. So basically, what MN1 Mulaparaya Sutta is teaching us is that Patavim Patavito Sanjanati, once he Sanjanati, once he perceives, there's no problem with that perception. It's fair. Patavim Manyati, now he made it to be true, took it. Just like the chemical serotonin is taken to be true, and cortisol is taken to be true, even though they're conditioned. If you kick one, the other one goes away. If serotonin is there or the parasympathetic nervous system is running, the sympathetic nervous system will not run. There's only one, either of the one. You can't have both of them going together in some way. Okay. So Pataviya Manyati, he conceives in earth. He's conceiving it. Conceiving means what? Hypostasizing. He's creating a foundation that this is how it is. And now he is worked up. Delighting means that even if it's negative, he still is going around it. So perception becomes a conceptual construction. He's created a conceptual thing. And from that conceptual construction begins the mind and me making. And that gives delight, attachment, and bondage. Because my teacher said so. I need to meet it. Little understanding that velocity is conditioned. Conditioned by what? Elasticity. That's it. If your body is elastic, like you've been doing yogasana for long, you can sit for hours together. Or what difference does it make to you? Because you have to stretch the body. It gets heated up, just like iron or steel, gold, and other metals. If you heat up to a certain temperature, they leave out the solid property and becomes liquid. And once it is liquid, you can bend it. You can put it in any form, any shape. Similarly, this body is solid, but if you heat it up, it becomes liquid. So once it reaches a particular temperature, you can then bend it. Like say, I want to exercise, and if I stretch without doing it, it catches. There's a catch here. I can't because it's caught. Because the temperature didn't match. So what do they say? Warm up, right? They say warm up exercise. Nobody asks why warm up, because you have to create the condition. So before sitting on the cushion, did you do warm up? And hence Buddha says chankama. The first thing you need to do is walk, not sit. It cuts off sleep. It cuts off this body not being malleable, meaning stretching, can't stretch. So if I walk for 1 hour, I can sit for 3 hours without getting up. Why? Enough heat has been generated. Muscles have become stretched. The tendons and ligaments are now properly aligned to hold that particular posture. The blood supply is going as usual. There is no inflammation anywhere in the body. And hence, sitting is normal. Otherwise, what happens? The ego comes up saying that I did it. I sat for 3 hours. So, even I can sit in toilet seat for 1 hour if I have constipation. How does it matter? Will the doctor give me a award that, oh, you could sat on toilet seat for an hour. No, it so happened that my bowels are not coming, so it is constipated. You wait endlessly because it becomes stone. Why it became stone? Caffeine. And if you're on the flight, the air, the rarefied air and the cabin air takes out moisture. And when the moisture is removed from the body, the feces becomes hard and solid. And then you're drinking caffeine. Caffeine inhibits water. It takes out water. So what happens? Obviously, you should feel upset, constipated. And then what happens? The hole is small. A stone has to come in the small hole. How can it come? Either you have to make the hole big or break the stone. So what do? You put something inside to make it solid to get into fluid. And then it comes. That is it. There's nothing magic happening there. It's just process. So the maññanā goes away when you see the process. The maññanā comes when there is no process. So the process of sitting is walking and standing and then sitting, not the other way around. That's the process. That's the reason it's called iriya patha. Patha means process, the way of doing. So first you walk, then you stand, then you sit, then you sleep. For postures. Why? Otherwise you'll conceive like this. So in Sutta Central, when I was reading through it, he says how the notion of permanent self emerges from the process of perception. That's true. That is, I am doing it. So when I go to a retreat, some retreats, I should make sure that what he says is not taken literally, like Sakshi Bhav. Don't take it literally. You'll create a Sakshi Bhav, ultimately. And then you will fight with two other friends, which Goenkaji speaks, Karta Bhav and Bhukta Bhav, doership and enjoyer. So he keeps on repeating that. I feel I'm doing something wrong and I should not be there. So then there's a mental fight between this and that. So the mind split itself into two parts. One part blaming the other part. You couldn't do it. And you say, I could do it. No, I couldn't do it. I could do it. And this problem continues because of maññanā. Okay. Maññanā is me thinking, me, I am doing it because I accepted it, appropriated it because of hypostasizing. So today's topic is hypostasizing. What does that really take? What it means is to make something which never existed exist due to literally taking the words to be true. Like the sitting example, what I gave, you had to sit and they take mountains of cushions to ease out the pain, right? And if I see in the Vipassana center, 10 cushions, each leg having one cushion on up and down and so many things. Why? It was not required. All that was required was to watch the conditionality. If the condition is right, you can sit. If the condition is not right, you can't sit no matter what you can do. So don't fight. Just watch it. Doesn't matter. The first, stop fighting within oneself as conflicts. Conflict arises when there is solidity. Solidity means something which never existed is treated as existence. Okay. So the four modes, what we just now saw is number one, Sanjanati. Earth is truly like this. This thing is solid and real, like that. So I take it to be there. So basically, when I do this relational, locational thing, I should get like this. I am in this world. I am part of this world. I should do good in this world. People will do whatever they want to break my good thing in this world. I am in this body. I am part of this body. I am in this experience. I am here to experience. Myself is inside in this field of experience. This is where I am located. I am in the eyes. I am in the ear. I am in the nose. I am in the tongue. I am in the body. I am in the mind. I am the knower. I am everything. Because Patavito Manyati has happened. Pataviya Manyati had happened. So Patavito Manyati. Because I'm coming to the source. This is my source. So because of that, my identity arises from the body, family, viewpoints, caste, religion, language, experience, attainments, etc. Everything is taken to be true. This is when Buddha says, Natena. This is not Natena. This is Tena. Got it. This is where I am experiencing. Natena. No, it's Tena. From this. I'm from this. Now, Patavito Manyati, conceiving from it. So now mind creates stories. I come from a big industrialist background. I come from an intelligent family. I come from a rich family. I come from a poor family. I come from this caste. I come from this religion. I come from this tradition. I come from these norms. I come from this language. I come from this country. Because I'm coming from that, right? Patavito Manyati. I'm coming from there. So if it comes there, then it should become mine. Conceive it as mine. So I've attained till where? Neva Sanyana Sanyayatana. I've attained to everything. I've attained a software engineer, which we were supposed to take on software engineer. So I've become a software engineer. If I call software engineer as a Sutapanna, so I've attained. Right. So this once attained, this is mine, this is my body, this is my feeling, this is my perception, this is my understanding, my jhanic experiences, my attainments, my nibbana. This is mamakara. Now Abinandhiti happens. I delight in this. Okay. Any questions from anyone so far? Are you all good in understanding this hypostasizing? Yes, sir, you go ahead, go ahead. Good.
Yeah. I guess I have a practical question. Let's say, understand between Sanjanati and Manyati. Let's say there's a San Francisco Bridge, it's a Golden Gate Bridge. To which extent it's perceived and to which extent is hypostasized? So what's the difference?
Sanjanati is fine. Janati is to know. So it's called Sanjana. It's called Golden Gate Bridge. Conventional is fine. But Golden Gate Bridge is true and fact is problem. Because I forget it was constructed.
I guess for the first time you see something and you ask about its name,
it's fine.
Maybe for a split second, you know it's Sanjanati. You just know, oh, it's just a label, but very quickly you forget.
Yeah, because you start that label will create a feeling. Wow. That makes it, I'm enjoying that Golden Gate Bridge. Right now, 2024 December is when we went to Golden Gate Bridge. I had to wait till October of 2026. More than 1 year and 8, 9, 10 months before I'm seeing Golden Gate Bridge. What a wait for a nice experience. Because Golden Gate Bridge is truth and fact. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, you talk about this wow, but this could happen even before I know the name or Golden Gate Bridge and all that.
No, yeah, there is a feeling, and the feeling feeds the perception, or the perception feeds the feeling. They go in circuits. So if you look at this 4 states, Sanjanati is to recognize, label, or even perceive it. And if you look at maññanā, is to conceive, imagine, and hypostasize. Without hypostasizing it, you can't even enjoy it or suffer with it. Supposing if there is no maññanā, ma manni, that's the reason Buddha is saying ma manni. Yes, go ahead.
I guess the first time I see, wow, I have a Vedana, and I ask about its name, so I start perceiving it. To that extent, still one directional, but then it goes the other way from perception to feeling, so it becomes a very strong loop. And
that's the reason. That's the reason the 9th jhana is sanya, vedita, nirodha than the other way around. Because you cut the sanya, beginning itself, and then there's no vedana because of that.
I guess you have to delete all the history record of the.
Just remove the label. See, what does that mean? Let me tell you. What's the difference between East Coast, New York, and others versus Ontario, Canada, where Nehru is residing? What's the difference? There is a difference, and there is no difference. Can you tell me what's the difference?
It's perceived differently and hence felt.
No, New York was ruled by somebody. Ontario was ruled by somebody else. So they named it Ontario based upon their ethnicity. Right? And French or whoever, because Canada, majority, apart from English, also French. And hence they have British Columbia. That means ruled by British. And they have French. Like Toronto has French, and also Ontario, and many of the places are French. That means French settlers stayed there and they named whatever they want. So the New York never was made for New Yorkers. There was someone who named it New York because there is a York. And that means there's an old York and now you made it New York, right? So Sanjanati to this extent is fine. But what if I am a New Yorker? I love New York. If I put that cap, still fair. Just put the cap. But the moment I put the cap, I became New Yorker because that says NY, that cap. N like this and Y. So I am attached with New York, right? And when I'm attached with New York, the mind flows, that is the brain, in the brain, the default mode network, which is self-referencing, makes it maññanā, conceives to be truth and fact, that being a Bangalorean is not good because there's something called Bangalorean. So now I'm a New Yorker. So if I would like to settle down in New York or New Jersey area, I would love to do so because in my mind, I've imagined New York is better than Bangalore. So I've hypostasized it. But that has got nothing to do with labeling it. Labeling is one way, fine, but the beyond that is where the problem lies. So Sanjanati, like in the case of Madhupindika Sutta, MN 18, if you see Yam Vedeti tam Sanjanati, Yam Sanjanati tam Vitakketi, Yam Vitakketi tam Papancheti. So that is where we are now heading. This engine or this train is running towards that direction because now already taken up that I am a New Yorker. Even I'm sitting in Bangalore, I feel more connected to New York than Bangalore because physically I'm sitting here, but mind is struggling between New York and Bangalore. Yes.
Yeah, I guess I might have missed it, but is this maññanā very closely tied with mana, where you take it as mine, or?
No. This is a foundation. It's just like you put a foundation, right? So on a empty land, what do? You put first a foundation. The foundation is maññanā. You make something stable. On that, you can do whatever you want. And then the mana comes because you have put it so stable that even if somebody says it's anicca, you laugh at it. What do you mean anicca? I'm here. So what do you do?
You have home in this perception.
What do you do? Using a language, you start stitching. When I was a child, that means you're no longer a child, but when I was a child. So you have stitched from now to the childhood like one seamless experience. When I was in my teens, I could even say when I was, when I was in Las Vegas last time, you and I never went to Las Vegas together, but then you will now perceive that Vilas went to Las Vegas during work. I did not clarify that when we went to Las Vegas last time, because now you perceive it is fine. But maññanā, like you like Hawaii Islands, because you have gone to Hawaii and most of the time you spent your holidays in Hawaii. So you feel Hawaii is the best place to stay or have a holiday. That's maññanā. That's got nothing to do with Sanjanati. You fell in love with Hawaii Island. I fell in love with Las Vegas. Even better example. From 2000 onwards, I love to be in only one place, and which you know, it is Colorado. Why? Because when I heard John Denver singing about Colorado, something in that stuck as though it is real, because he's from Colorado. His last name is Denver. John Denver. Okay, he's from Colorado Springs. So what I should do, I should also be in Colorado Springs. Because I love John Denver. Why did I start liking Colorado? Is because I love sing songs from John Denver. And hence this has happened. So when I watch it like this, the maññanā is gone. Otherwise, when the song is played, almost heaven, West Virginia, and just catches. Why? Because that's how it is. So when I sing Take Me Home Country Roads, what I'm doing is I'm just staying in Denver. So what I would do, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. I have not even seen Shenandoah River where it is. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads. So then I'm in country roads. So now I did all the four. Sanjanati, perceived, maññanā, made it as a foundation. Which one? Denver. Or basically, I want to be in Colorado. Then made it as mine. Me iti maññanā, Abinandhati. Because what does it say? What does the song say? Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, all my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eyes, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mom. So what happened to my house in Bangalore? Because I don't belong there. I belong West Virginia. Mountain Mama is calling me. So take me home, country roads. Okay. I hear the voice in the morning, how she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. See, if I sing this song 3-4 times along with John Denver, the mind not only has gone into Sanjanati, it has gone into Vitakketi. From Vitakketi, it has become Papancheti. From Papancheti, it has become Papancha Sanya Sanka, Samudacharanti, Atita, past, Anagata, future, Pachuppanna, present. With what? With this unforgetful West Virginia. So when I come now to United States, I would press every person, take me to Colorado. Same thing with Bodh Gaya. Same thing with Lumbini. Same thing with Savasti. Same thing with anything. You are so desperate. I want to be there. So the tears come in my eyes when I go to Bodh Gaya. Why? Buddha was there. It's as good as I going to West Virginia. There's no difference. The brain has no differentiation between what you're doing and what it should do. It just produces a particular set of chemicals to meet a particular purpose. That's all it can do. If I keep on singing, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads, every given morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening, I'm conditioning the mind to believe that there is a real West Virginia through which I need to go. And I start loving John Denver because he's from Denver. So when I land in Denver, I feel that breeze coming, which he's talking. I feel it's such a nice place. So then somebody takes me to Colorado mountain because I love mountains. Then I go into Springs. What do you get? Some path to walk. No, no, no. I'm walking on my dream place. From 2000 onwards, I'm dreaming this. God has been kind to me to walk in this brazen track or trail in Colorado. So then I say, John Denver was very lucky to be born in this place. He's so fortunate. He's so divine. He's so this. He's so that. Wish I would have born here. And my friend standing next to me says that, Vilas, at least enjoy now. You got what you dreamt for. Yes, but I couldn't stay here. Okay, let's stay for 15 days in Denver. But being born in Denver is different. So, bhava pachay jati, jati pachay jara, marana soka, like that. Just because I heard for the very first time in 95, John Denver, and that created this whole mess in my tape. Yes, go ahead.
Instead of a mountain mama, they should make a atom mama.
Yeah, Etam Mama. It's Etam Mama only. Yeah, May, you had raised your hand and suddenly you removed the hand. I don't know why.
No, I was just going to say, when you were doing that singing, has it gone to Abinandana? I think that's the word, maybe.
Yes,
Like,
it's Nandi. It's
yeah,
Nandi. It is
that's
delighting. I'm delighting in that.
Yes. And then I was thinking, like, the other example was, like, say Wellington is Sanjanati. And then if you say Wellington is the coolest little capital in the world, that's maññanā.
Yes.
And then if you say it's mine, I love it, this is my favorite place in the whole world, and that's Abinandana, I guess.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I have a long time ago, I have a video of a pilot taking off from Auckland, and then the mountains are so nice and with a nice mist, and then the snow-clad mountains. I was thinking, people in Auckland are the most deserving kind. So I want to be in Kiwi. I've reached Australia, so I'm waiting for somebody to sponsor me to Kiwi. Because I want to be in Auckland, and then you are in Wellington. Wellington is even more better than Auckland. And then I want to go to this Christchurch, which is supposed to be the best place to just see. A lot of mountains, streams, and all that, and pristine, and animals, and the birds, and insects, and so many diversity of nature, better than Australia. So next on my milestone map is Kiwi.
New Zealand, yes.
New Zealand. So I'm desperately waiting for you or Asad or anybody to say, hey, Vilas, when are you coming to Kiwi? I say, yes, right now. My bag is ready. So Sanjanati, maññanā, Meiti maññanā, Abinandhati, all because of hypostasizing Wellington or Auckland or whatever it is. And that's the problem. It's not that I shouldn't be in Auckland or in Wellington or wherever it is. It's desperation to be there is created because of this song, like I just now sang. So another thing to make this even more better, since I used to trek, so there is the Nepali song for trekking. It's called Resham Firiri. Firiri is butterfly. Resham is silky. So they keep on singing this song. If you're going from Lukla, which is in Nepal, to Everest Base Camp, and then on the way you keep on hearing foreigners, Nepalese, everyone singing this Resham Firiri. So and you fall in love with that song. Now you would be so happy to be in Nepal after singing 3-4 times. So to cut that, Buddha have one song. You know which is the song of the Buddha?
Etam santam.
No, Netam Mama.
Etam netu me asmi.
Etam Netam Mama. Netam Mama. Na eso aham asmi. Na eso me atta. That's the song of the Buddha. Netam Mama. This is not mine. Na eso aham asmi. This doesn't belong to me. Neso na me atta. This is not myself. John Denver is not myself, or Denver itself is not myself, because it is just a placeholder. But this song, almost heaven, because heaven is created now. West Virginia. So the heaven and West Virginia is connected. So if you're in West Virginia, you're in heaven. And when you see Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. So that river has to come. So if board is put Shenandoah River, I will go and see it. Life is old there, which that place, Blue Ridge Mountains and Shenandoah River, is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Now I want to be what? Country roads. Take me home to the place I belong. Where? West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Now you see, this is where things get worse. You know what is this? What we are doing? You'll be shocked to know it is where you create a human like entity of a mountain. Mountain Mama, mother, right? And when I create something like that, it becomes anthropomorphism. And humans are known to create anthropomorphism. This is from a Greek word, basically, which means anthropos means human being. Morphism, morphing, which is forming, shape, appearance. A human-like appearance on a non-living thing. The problem is not anything. It is just this mountain mama. That's all created this mess for me. Now, after this, what I do? All my memories gather around her. So the mountain became her, female. Minus lady, stranger to blue water. There's a minus there, they're mining. But minus lady, this mountain is a lady now. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eyes. Now you see, misty taste of moonshine. Have you ever tasted moonshine? This is poetic, but it takes you off. It pulls you. Teardrop in my eyes. And I would really get teardrop if I land up in West Virginia. And I'm in front of Blue Ridge Mountains and Shenandoah River. Okay, so take me home, country roads. Now you see this. Now it has become not only hypostasizing, it has also become anthropomorphism. I hear the voice in the morning hour. She calls me who? The mountain. The radio reminds me that of my home far away. driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. So it creates that urgency to go and visit Shenandoah River. Now I change this Shenandoah River to Buddhist circuit. So a letter comes to me, or email comes to me, or a WhatsApp message comes to me that we as Buddhist, we includes everyone, right? So the moment I see we, I'm included. I feel so happy. We as what? Buddhist, which is hypostasizing. Should remind ourselves of what? How supreme is the Buddha? So then what happens? When you say supreme, it becomes in the language. Anthropomorphism. Now he's supreme. So what we should do? He's supreme. Yes, agree. What we should do? So we should visit all the sites which Buddha has walked. That land would be so rich with vibrations. What vibration? I didn't hear any earthquakes. No, not that kind of vibration. You don't know Buddha's vibration. Now, that is again hypostasizing, maññanā. So, what do you want me to do? Boss, book the ticket. We are giving you all of this to do what? Book the ticket. So, we are going on a Buddhist circuit. So, what do? Bangalore to Varanasi. Varanasi to Sarnath. Sarnath to Savasti, to this, to that, Lumbini, Nepal. Nepal tour, come back. And in these 10 days, what will you do? Going around. Rajgir. When you are in Rajgir, you are very close to Buddha and all that. Jetavana. Savasti. It's like going to Shenandoah River. So the language creates the magic of samsara. If you really see, is there a Savasti like that? Like that now? No. Do you still see those trees which Buddha used to sit under? No. But the mind destroys that, saying that you don't know. If I go there, I'll get enlightenment. What enlightenment? I sit under that tree, the energy will pull so much. Ach, oh, is it? Pulls where? Maybe you should take some kilowatt of that energy and distribute to the grid. If it's generating so much energy, why don't you take that energy and then give it to grid? That makes sense. Or you can light up your home with that energy. This is how maññanā is. So I have practically shown you how it works, not theoretically. Literally, you can see it. That is how we are doing. And after that, I think I require some more time to do this. Tomorrow also we have to continue on this. Is this maññanā creates 3 conceits. SN 22.49. Mark this sutta. SN 22.49. I've taken this sutta. It gives you, I am the experiencer. I am the experience. The experience is in me. The experience belongs to me, and hence, seyo ham asmi iti mana. Sadiso ham asmiti mana. He no ham asmiti mana. What it means is that seyo ham asmiti mana, superiority complex. Sadiso ham asmiti mana is equality complex. He no ham asmiti mana is inferiority complex. So you create these three complexes. So now you take somebody superior and you feel that he is not superior. Your objective is to pull him down. So what do? You badmouth. Because, rather, I have jealousy that he's gone higher. I couldn't do it. So what do? I badmouth. Because he's superior. The superior complex, superiority complex. I am superior, but he's superior than me, which I don't think he's superior. So I want to bring him down. Sadiso, I'm equal. He knows this, even I know that. He knows this, even I know that. Equal. Then he know, for some reason he knows more. I can't get it. So I'm inferior. So the conceit is mana. Ego is I'm better, I'm equal, I'm worse. And once this takes over, there is no looking back. It will keep on making Sanjanati, Maññati, Meti Maññati, Abinandhati. Again Sanjanati, again Maññati, again Meti Maññati, Abinandhati. Goes in circle. That's how samsara is made. Yes, me.
So with an arahant, is there any Sanjanati or is it all Panjanati?
Pajanati instead of
Pajanati.
Sanjanati. Meaning there is sanya to be there. Nobody can remove sanya. Sanya is just a knowing. Just like I'm in New York, or I'm in Auckland, or I'm in Wellington, or I'm in Adelaide, or I'm in Perth, or I'm in Brisbane, or Wellington, it doesn't matter where it is. It's just a placeholder. Doesn't create anything. No flux. So, I don't think so you can come on video, but if you come on video, I would have played a little small game. Oh, you're come on video. Who is better to look, you or me?
You definitely you.
No. Let's say in a normal worldling, let's take a worldling view. Okay, what he would or she would do looking at this face or whatever it is, what does that person do? If somebody is very good looking, they want to become like that, right? Because they treat somebody superior, so I want to be there. Or equal. I would ask, or you would ask me, how do you keep yourself so trim? And so I'll give you a whole history of how much I eat, what I do, how much I walk, what I blah, 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 all that. So you would like to be like me. That becomes your obsession, right? So you wouldn't take this body is either way crippling off. It's going. No, this body is something fixed, stable all the time. It can be mended. It can be made look young. So you would ask me that, and I give you the entire diet. And the whole of internet is filled with that. Keto diet, this diet, that one, this other one, intermittent, that. You just look at it. Sugar eating is bad, this is good, that is good, hygienic, vegan, no vegan, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, meat, this meat, this fish, this shrimp, that shrimp, all the things is that. Whereas for an arhat, he knows this fault. He agrees that it is good, and that's it. No story. So if you say to me, I look young, there's no I in looking young, this body is looking young, that much I know. In your eyes, this body is looking young. But in somebody's eyes, it might not look as young as you are thinking. So I would not consider it. So there's no maññanā. There's no making it up as hypostasizing. So I would smile at both the people, one saying, I'm very aged look, and one saying, you're hardly looks 35 to me. Okay, good. Both are saying, on this body. Not on me, it's a body. Okay, fine. For her, it looks like this. For him, it looks like that. Fair. Otherwise, I would take it as mine, personal. And then all these four, Sanjanati, maññati, meiti maññati, Abinandhana. So when you say, I look young, I have done all the four. Sanjanati, I perceived I'm young. Young is a label, right? Maññati, I sincerely feel I am young. I sincerely feel so. Is it me? Do I look really young? Oh, good. So I'll go and tell my wife, the exercise regimen and this food habit, how I am, people are appreciating me already, even I don't have white beard, forget about anything. At 54, no white beard. And the hairs, you see, even I've cut it, it's all black. You see, look at it. But she'll say, what about on top of your head? I say, no, now it's a fad. Even people who have hair, they do like this. And it's the best look. So I'll say, she'll say, look here, this place, no hair, right? I say, look here, it's all dark. You see, not even one gray hair you can find. And my beard is also dark. Dark hair means young. White hair is old. Who did it? Sanjanati, maññati. Have taken it. Me iti maññati. Not just taking it. I just took it as a conceit itself. So when you say I look good, I am superior. And if somebody says to me that you look, no, in my eyes you are old. It's very clear. I can find wrinkles. Where? No, there are no wrinkles. Vilas, I can see wrinkles. I'll say no wrinkles. No, there is wrinkles. I say no way. Okay, I'll prove to you. See, the skin is so supple. That's beside the point. There's wrinkles. I'll say no wrinkles. Then I'll say medical report says I don't have any wrinkles because I'm superior. That's all what I wanted, to feel superior. And comes the Buddha and he whips me one on this side, one on that side, and they say, okay, understood. It's maññanā. It's just maññanā. So if somebody says you're good, fine. Somebody says you're bad, fine. Because it's in the eyes of the beholder, not in you. Whatever he's holding, he's thinking that's the truth, nothing else. It's fair. So otherwise it becomes like Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, because that becomes personalized. So I feel this body is my personal possession. And that's the problem. Yes, we'll take the remaining with 5 aggregates and all of that tomorrow. So yes, Avanti, go ahead. Anyway, good that you came on video. It's been long that I didn't see you.
Thank you for explaining, Vilas.
Yeah, no worries. Yes, Avanti.
When we wake up in the morning, we go through all of these steps, no?
Yes.
So while waking up, first it's like Sanjanati, then I believe in it. I imagine, I believe what I see, maññati, and then I say, meiti maññati, this is me, this is my word, this is my field of perception. And then if I see something that I like, I delight in it. For example, if I see my daughter, then I say, then it goes to Abinandhana.
You don't have to go that far.
All of these.
No, you don't have to go that far. Just before taking bath, stand in front of the mirror, and if you take it as yourself, you have all the four. Because you have not put on any dress, just look at your body, and if you feel, wow, I've maintained so well, that's it. You have had Sanjanati, maññanā, maññanā, Abinandhati, because you're seeing, oh, I look great. You don't have to look at your daughter. Daughter is a secondary issue. So all of us have to practice looking at our own body in the bath, because we all have mirror in the bathroom. Just stand in front of the mirror and see what it shows you, what it says. If by chance you feel attracted to that object, you have all the four, because you have already hypostasized it, made it into a solid foundation, solid thing to experience. So it's going to be there. Even if you hate it, it's the same thing as loving it. So don't think that, oh, from today I will hate it. No, they both mean the same. You're hating because you don't want it. Somebody loves it because he wants it. They both mean the same. And you might ask me, then where's Abinandhana? Abinandhana is delighting in even in negative. You want it to work. At present, you can't make it work, and hence you dislike it. They both mean the same. So don't think Abinandhana means, oh, you know what, I'm not delighting. Sorry, you are delighting negatively. You don't want to let go of it. Like I say, next time I've decided I want to be in Brisbane. I don't like it. It's as good as saying I want to be in Brisbane, but things have not worked out for me. I would love to be in Brisbane, but something over there during my presence, it didn't work out. So I start disliking it. But it both means the same. It is Abinandhana, because every time I pick it up, I'm so unforgiving on Brisbane. Why? Because it caused trouble to me, so I can't forget it. So Sanjanati, maññanā. Brisbane gave trouble to me, Sanjanati. Then maññanā. Brisbane is like that. Mīti maññanā. It happened to me. Abinandhati. Now I delight in that pain. I love the pain. It's so crazy. How can you love pain? Yes, I love pain now. I definitely love pain. Vilas, leave it. No, 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 I can't. Are you going to Brisbane? No, I will never. If somebody calls you in Brisbane, will you not go? Let's say I go, and that family or whoever takes care of me so much, then what happened? I love Brisbane. So it came back to Nandi or not? Delighting. So you can't hate anyone. It's as good as loving someone. They both have the same relationship, love-hate relationship. So neither I should hate Brisbane or any human being, because they are not only hypostasized, they also have been made anthropomorphism, like the mountain mama calling me. So I would say Brisbane is calling me. When did Brisbane give you a call? It's a non-living thing. But it comes in the language. Okay. So any questions? We have 8 more minutes. Anyway, we'll close at 10, become 2 hours of sitting. Any other person wanting to know this? This is very important one, hypostasizing. So be aware that we have been hypostasizing from the time we are born, making it solid. Yes, go ahead.
I have to go soon, but I saw this English word, reification. I think it says similar thing. You make it real, like a reification.
Yes, yes, absolutely. True.
Fine.
You can choose whichever you want, but the ultimate aim is to create a foundation, stable. So maññanā makes it stable.
Vilasji, based on what I, so based on all this knowledge, it looks like that everything, whatever we are saying, in some aspect, it's hypothesizing.
Yes.
And and it keeps leading you to stay more silent, and you are going into silence more and more.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And so my practical question is that when you hear other people and then you, okay.
Hold on. I said yesterday also, till this journey is over, don't worry about practical. How should I do it?
All right.
Bear with me for some more days and we will do it together.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. In fact, few more days. I think tomorrow, by Friday, I think we should be touching that. Any questions? All good? 6 more minutes remains. I'm still there. Yes, any other? I mean, there's so many people now. There are 14, 16 people. It shouldn't be only Aryu and myself all the time. Okay, don't have any question. I don't want to push it too long. Less than close for today and meet up for going further into this. Now we come into the 5 aggregates. And in the end, we come to the practice part. Wait. We still have not come to the language. We are slowly coming into the language and how Buddha cuts the language. And then you will understand Lokiya Dhamma and Lokuttara Dhamma. And then you are in Lokuttara Dhamma, you feel, wow, what a stupidity of this life. And that's the time you hit the Nibbana. Because Nibbana, you can't define it. Again, it becomes Lokiya. And when you know this is Nibbana, there's no language. And hence it's unconditioned. Can you be in Nibbana all the time? It will be a stupid question to ask because you not existing is Nibbana. That's it. End. Arhat. That's all. That's the end of suffering. So it'll be very idiotic if somebody asks me, Vilas, are you in Nibbana? Are you within Nibbana? It will be like this, maññanā. Oh, I am in Nibbana. Maññanā. Right? It's solid. That's the reason Buddha takes that 24th one is Nibbana. Patavim patavito sanjanati. Nibbana nibbanato sanjanati. Doesn't work. So tomorrow, Friday, I think on Monday, we will go through all of this and you'll see what's really Ragakaya, Dosakaya, Mohakaya, Nibbana. Have a great day and great evening or great night. I think for East Coast people, they are already past midnight. So let them go to nice sleep with this maññanā. Don't sleep with maññanā. And while I go to the meditation center to sing Mountain Mama, or that meditation Mama is calling me, come there, I'll go and see it. Okay. So let's hope I land in Denver someday. Okay. So adios, amigos. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Vilasji.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.